Hi everyone, welcome to another video where we learn how to use Salesforce to the max of its abilities and do wonders. Today we are going to learn to make a custom object with multiple fields using a spreadsheet. Now, when you create a custom object, and if it is for like 10, 15 fields, it's easier to do it manually. But if you are planning to create more than 100 fields or maybe more than 50 as well, it's much easier with a through the spreadsheet option and without using any external tools and without hampering the security of your org. So for that, you need to go to create and click on custom object from spreadsheet. You need to log in with Salesforce for that. But before this, we will be working on the spreadsheet. It's a little tricky. So I would like to share whatever I have learned in this process of exploring a create object with spreadsheet. So this is a sample CSV file that I have created. Here, the headers are supposed to be your field names. So, feedback, stamp one, amount spent, GCE, all this are your field names. And the kind of data that you feed in this will determine the data type of your field. You don't have an option to give it a data type like long text area or number or pick list. So, you have to fill in data in a way for Salesforce to understand the data type. So, if I have given this field, I want it to be a text field, so I've just given a small text here. This one I want it to be a long text area field, so I've given it a good paragraph of more than 255 characters. And then amount spent, I want this to be currency, so I have given information in currency. And also you can select currency over here and then put a number so that it looks like currency. And then this is just a text field, this is again a text field, so this two will be text, this is text, this is currency, this one is long text area. This is 60, which means it should be a number field, as there are no points and anything here. If you give 60.05, it will make it will still be a number field, it will just understand it as a decimal, but decimal and integer both are considered numbers, so it will be fine. But if you give 0.23 or whatever, it will take the length of the field accordingly. For example, in this case of currency, it is 500.00, so it will take currency and then the length, and then the decimal point there will be selected to 2. I'll show you how it turns up after the data is uploaded. This is something I want to be a checkbox field. So I've created yes to make it understand that it's a checkbox. You can try with true false as well, but yes worked for me. So I have used this. I have named it as temp44. So the name of the file will be my object name. So you can anyway change it during the uploading process. Let's go back to object creator, log in with Salesforce. Here we are. It gives three options. You can upload through Google Sheet or through a file in your drive, but you need to link this to as well. You need to log in and all. This is how I'm doing it. So, and then go to temp 44, 44, open it. Once the sheet is uploaded, it will track all the fields. Feedback is text, long text area, currency, integer, and partnership is checkbox. And then this gives you an option to add it to a layout. This will be adding it to compact layout in Salesforce, and then this is a field preview. This is how the data will look like, the sample data, and this is the metadata. And there's an option to create a default record name. So it will create a record name. So it will create a default field on the record as well, with some name. Like for the account, it says account name, and for the case, it says its case number. And then, do you want to import the data with it? I've selected yes, so that I can see how the layout has turned up, and how the fields are looking like. Instead of creating another record to test this, it will just create it with the same process. And then there is this label source, enter manually, detect from the row. So better to detect it from the row, it will be faster and quicker. You can still make some changes here just in case this has detected it incorrectly, and if you want it to be a number field or something, you can select here. And this will automatically detect the type of file you have given. But if it is incorrect, you can make changes over here. Okay, because this was a comma separated file, it is already comma here. If you want to create more fields, you can't do it here, and you will have to anyway, it's a manual process, so you can do it in Salesforce. Data preview, this is how your file was, and this is how it is now. One thing that I've noticed is that I was not able to create a pick list field using a spreadsheet. It was not able to detect. I tried multiple ways, it was not working. But if you know of a way to create a pick list field, please drop a comment below and let me know, or any other type of field that you were able to create, like multi-select, pick list formula, or yeah, anything other than this. So I was able to create only this type of fields. And then click next. Temp4 is my object name. You can make changes over here if you want to. Advanced setting, it is already, everything is enabled. If at all you want to make changes, you can disable it. You can still do it in object manager as well. So finish, and then this is how it will create object. It will create a tab for the object. It will give permissions to all the profile. So it will give default permission to all the profile, and then compact layout will be updated. List views will be updated. The rows are getting imported now, and this is how you get a final screen saying the object is created and with all the details. Sometimes when the uploading is for large number of data, like I did it for 200 plus fields, it this page will take some time to come up, and it will say you will get notified through email, and you will get an email once that is done. So that's how it can work for you. Yeah, that's about it. I hope this video was helpful. Please drop a comment and let me know how it was, whether it helped you, and if you have any questions around it that I can answer. Thank you so much. So once our object is created, we can come to Object Manager and check whether it is present and see how the fields have turned up. You can go to Fields, and it will take all the fields like this. So because the currency was mentioned as 500.00, it has taken the length as 16 and decimal place is 2. Similarly for number, which was given as 60, and there were no points given there. There was nothing after decimal, or there was no decimal point given there. So it has taken decimal as 0, and the default length is taken as 18. Checkbox has come up correctly, and this is a default created field, so it's nothing. It got created because I've taken currency probably. And these are some standard fields that got created along with it. And all the text fields have created with a 20 to 55 limit, and the long text area has taken a limit of 1,31,000. So the long text area limit for the org is 16 lakh something. So roughly around 12, 13 fields can be created, long text area. Because whenever you're creating a long text area field, you cannot set a limit in the CSV file. And you cannot create a limit in the CSV file. So by default, it creates a field with the length, this one, 1,31,000. And if you create more than 13, 14 fields, and if the limit is exceeding 16 lakh, then it will throw errors. So you have to be careful about those things. If you have more than 12, 13 long text area field, then either you create a text field here in the object creator through CSV, and then later on change the field type to text area, or you will have to create those fields manually. That's about it. Anything if you want me to answer, a comment is welcome. Thank you.